Well, good afternoon. And welcome to the White House. It's good to have you here. I am thrilled that all of you are here joining us today. I want to start by thanking the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities and all their work for sponsoring these awards each year. They've just done an amazing job. And I'd like to ask all of the members of the committee to please stand so that we can recognize you for all of your hard work. It's a pretty impressive group. I also want to specifically acknowledge, I'm off my game. I've been speaking a lot, and then it sort of took a little time off. But our committee co-chairs, George Stevens and Margot Lyons, for all of their hard work. Thank you both. And we also have Jim Leach, Rocco Landsman, Susan Hildreth, Mary Schmidt-Campbell. We have Minister Dung, who is here, and our youth program speaker, Star O'Royal, you'll hear from Star. And I also want to thank Congressman Platt for joining us today. Where's the Congressman? Oh, there you are. I walked right past you. Thank you so much for being here today. And finally, I want to thank all of the educators, the artists, leaders, all of you who are working every day in communities all across this country to run the programs that we are going to recognize here today. And every day, you all are doing the hard work. You are pushing and inspiring our kids. You're revealing their boundless promise and teaching them to believe in themselves. Because of the programs that you all run, young people are learning breakdancing, hip hop, African drumming, a lot of stuff going on, right? A little traditional music. They're putting on plays, publishing poems and articles, and working on museum exhibits. They're becoming historians, designers, and champion debaters. Yeah. And the young people from the Mariachi Master Apprentice program, who will perform for us a little later on, they have even recorded their own CD. It's pretty good. So we are looking forward to that. I got to hear a little bit of their practice yesterday. They're pretty good, pretty good. Very proud to have you guys here. And I know that many of you are here today. You make all this happen on shoestring budgets. You do it in unbelievable ways, in some of the most difficult circumstances imaginable. And I know that you put a lot of late nights and long hours in to give these kids opportunities worthy of their promise. But you keep on doing this year after year because you have seen firsthand the transformative power of the arts. And arts education in the lives of young people across this country. You know that the skills that you're teaching, skills like problem solving and teamwork, self-expression, these skills aren't just valuable in the studio or in the theater, but they are critical in the classroom and will be in the workplace when you all get there, right? You all see that every day, the promise of the work in the rising GPAs, because all these students are doing wonderful things. I met a young woman who's going to go into biology, studying at UCLA in our mariachi band. Women in science, great things. You see it in rising graduation rates, because all of these kids are going to college, right? Let's hear it again. Yes, indeed. You see kids who never considered going to college finally saying to themselves, well, if I can publish my own writing, if I can create my own artwork, if I can get up in front of all these people and perform anywhere, including the East Room of the White House, well, then certainly I can go to college, right? Of course, I can continue my education and expand my ambitions and pursue my dreams, right? You are here. You can do anything. And that's why it is so critical that we preserve arts education in our schools. It is absolutely critical because we know how important it is for our children's development. We all know, every one of us who are here in this room will do whatever it takes to make sure that our own kids get access to sports and music and arts and recreation. So if it's good enough for our kids, it's good enough for all of our kids, right? And that's one of the reasons why we've worked so very hard, and it's been a labor of love to make sure that the White House is a showcase for America's rich cultural life. And we've worked to open our doors as often as possible to as many young people as we possibly can. We have hosted youth workshops on everything from modern dance to classical music to spoken word poetry and so much more. And we're looking for another 4 years to do even more. Because what we do know is that ultimately arts education doesn't just teach our kids valuable skills. It doesn't just give them an important form of self-expression and self-reflection. It also helps to shape their character, you know? In so many ways, it shapes who they are. And I think that one of today's programs, Arts Corps, really says it best in their motto. Their motto is, make art anyway, right? Make art anyway. That's what your programs are doing every single day. In spite of all the challenges and obstacles that our young people may face out there in the world, because life is hard, right? Yeah. Say that to Malia and Sasha every morning when they get up tired. I'm like, yeah, life is hard. Still gotta get up, gotta get up. But in spite of all of this, all of your fears and your doubts, you teach them art to make art anyway. To make art anyway. You teach them that no matter what life throws their way, if they draw on their own talent and courage and creativity, if they are persistent and tenacious and bold, right? Then they can truly make something extraordinary of their lives. Because that's what we expect. Nothing but extraordinary. You all can do this, right? That's what we expect. And that is why it is such a pleasure to honor you all here today for the work that you do, for inspiring our kids, for keeping their promise alive, loving them, supporting them. We thank you. We honor you, and we are so proud to support you as you continue your outstanding work. So don't get tired, because I know it gets hard, but don't get tired. The work you do is so critical. And we thank you. And with that, it is now my pleasure to introduce one of the distinguished co-chairs of the President's Committee on the Arts and the Humanities, a man whose tremendous career in the arts and tremendous service to our country is such an inspiration to us all. And this is the time of year when you really get sick of me, because we spend a lot of time together. Please welcome George Stevens.
Thank you so much. And I think you can feel how heartfelt those remarks are. And for you young people, I'm sure it's inspiring to see a woman of Michelle Obama's accomplishment really speaking with such authority and insight about what you are doing and how it will enrich your lives. So, and this is always such a wonderful afternoon at the White House. It's truly special. I believe it was in this room that President Obama said that the arts and humanities do not just reflect America, they shape America. And he went on to say that as long as I am president, I look forward to making sure that they are a priority for this country. and he has lived up to that, and as has Michelle. You know, the arts and humanities came alive in the White House during the first 4 years, and they bring inspiration, and they also herald to the country the importance of the arts and humanities. And I believe from what Mrs. Obama just said that we can look forward to much more of that in the next 4 years, and that makes us all very happy. On behalf of Margot Lyon, the co-chair of the committee, Mary Schmidt-Campbell, the vice chair, all our distinguished and, I might say, very hard-working members of this committee, we thank our partners, the National Endowment for the Arts, the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Institute of Museum and Library Services, and the Assembly of State Art Agencies, all of whom make this Youth Program Awards collaboration possible. So we thank all of you, the sister institutions. Just this morning, our committee went to Anacostia, to the Savoy School, which one of our turnaround arts programs has been launched in that school. It was so thrilling. These students are so alive. The walls are filled with creativity. We went to a music class, we went to an art class, and just to see the complete engagement of these children. And the principal attributes it so much to the arts programs that bring them alive, give them commitment. So all of you who are being honored today, you represent that wonderful development in the life of this country. So we do have a wonderful thing this year, which is that the International Spotlight Award has brought a delegation from China. And we are so thrilled that you can be here and share this occasion in Washington in the President's house. So welcome to all of you. Where are you? The Chinese. There they are. Oh. And of course, that is the special pleasure of all of this, that people can come into this room and be recognized for their good works. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you an outstanding young participant in one of these programs. She is from the New York Urban Debate League, so she's going to get no argument from me. I'm pleased to introduce Star Arroyo. Star.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, and thank you to everyone here for supporting the arts and humanities and so many other incredible organizations. My name is Star Arroyo, and my story is far from simple, but explains exactly why I am the person that I am today. I am still young, and I know that there are hundreds and thousands of people that live more challenged than I, but I have been through enough to make me the strong, independent young woman my parents have encouraged me to be. I grew up in the South Bronx. I always told myself, no matter what was to happen, I would always make something of myself, and I've been on the path of doing just that. I've been doing debate for the past 3 years. It all started as an extracurricular activity, but after winning first place in my first debate tournament ever, I became interested in the challenges of public speaking and wanted to see where this could lead me in the near future. Growing up in a place where I did, many people didn't expect me to get this far, let alone be half of the person that I am today. People these days are experiencing more bullet wounds than diplomas and haven't had the ability to fully understand who they are, let alone who they're going to be in the future. That is why we need more role models in our communities. A perfect example of a knowledgeable and determined role model to me is my mother. She has faced indescribable challenges, but wakes up day by day with the most radiant smile. She suffers from sickle cell disease and lives with agonizing pain each and every waking moment. But in it all, she's still the astonishing mother and role model that I will forever love and adore. My mother, father, and stepfather have not had the privilege to finish college. That is why I strive to excel in school, not only for the benefit of getting a good job, but to know that all their worrying, hard work, and lectures have gone to good use. Which is another reason why I love the New York City Urban Debate League. You won't find any activity that makes you think and question so many ideas, read and research so many books, write and speak about the biggest topics in the world, meet and compete against students all across the nation. As President Obama stated in his speech to American students in 2009, you may not know that you can be president or Supreme Court justice until you join your school's debate team. Which is why another one of my role models is Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. She was also a young Hispanic woman from the South Bronx and wanted to make more of her life. She joined her school's debate team, went on to college and to law school, and became the first Hispanic Supreme Court Justice. The following is a short excerpt from her nomination speech that explains the hardships that she's been through and embraces the endless possibility that the sky is the limit and you can achieve anything that you feel passionate about. Here is what she said. I choose to be a lawyer and ultimately a judge because I find endless challenges in the complexities of the law. I firmly believe in the rule of the law as a foundation for all our basic rights. For as long as I could remember, I have been inspired by our founding fathers. They set forth principles that have been endured for more than 2 centuries. Those principles are as meaningful and relevant in each generation as the generation before. She said it would be a profound privilege for her to play a role in applying those principles to the questions and controversies that we face today. She states, although she grew up in a modest and challenging circumstances, she considers her life to be immeasurably rich. She was raised in a Bronx public housing projects, but studied at 2 of the nation's finest universities. Sonia Sotomayor also worked as an assistant district attorney prosecuting violent crimes that devastate our communities. But then she joined a private law firm and worked with international corporations doing business in the United States. She has had the privilege of serving as a federal district court trial judge and is now serving as a federal associate justice of the Supreme Court. This wealth of experiences, personal and professional, has helped her to appreciate the variety of perspectives. It has helped her to understand, respect, and respond to the concerns of all and arguments of all litigants who appear before her, as well as the views of the colleagues on her bench. She has strived to never forget her real-world consequences on decisions on individuals, businesses, and the government. 11 years ago, during her confirmation process for the appointment to Second Circuit, she was given a private tour of the White House. It was an overwhelming experience for a kid from the South Bronx. Yet never in her wildest childhood imaginings did she envision this moment, let alone the moment she is living now. I am a 15-year-old who is living big dreams, and debate has helped me to articulate these dreams and to act on them successfully. I am a kid from the South Bronx, and standing here in the White House, I feel the world is full of possibilities. I am so blessed to have this opportunity to tell you my story. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the 2012 National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Awards.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Is that a hard act to follow or what? But I'll give it a try. So, I am giving the first National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award, and it goes to the out-of-school programs for teens at the Institute of Contemporary Art in Boston, Massachusetts, where young people with limited opportunities develop creativity and confidence through producing film and new media. 77 teens have screened their original work at film festivals, and almost all participants have gone on to college. And here they are. Woo-hoo! The next award goes to RISE, Rhythm in Setting Expectations, a year-round arts program for 700 low-income teens at the Crispus Attucks Cultural Center in Norfolk, Virginia, focusing on the cultures of the African diaspora. Among its many successes, last year, 100% of the students in the steel drum instrumental music program went on to attend college or serve in the military. Congratulations. And the Student Historian Internship Program of the New York Historical Society trains a diverse group of high school students, half of them immigrants or first-generation Americans, as historians, researching, analyzing, and interpreting the past. Audio programs created by teens for teens are used with the new exhibits. And a recent one, which we know will be really popular, is dubbed Abe Lincoln Meets iTunes.
The next National Arts and Humanities Award goes to the African Cultural Connection of Omaha, Nebraska, which engages underserved young people in year-round workshops on African cultural traditions in alignment with state learning standards. Drawing support from arts and social services partners, African Cultural Connection has expanded from serving 100 students to 3,000 annually and was honored in 2012 with Nebraska's Governor's Heritage Award. Myth and Hero of Akron, Ohio guides African American male students in reading, interpreting, and analyzing classic mythological stories and relating them back to their own lives. Most of the young men participating in Myth and the Hero stay with the program from 4 to 7 years, and to date, 99% have gone on to graduate from high school and attended college. National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award goes to the New York City Urban Debate League, a program that empowers underserved students by immersing them in public speaking, research techniques, civics, law, and ethnic studies. Along with countless debating trophies, the program boasts 10 years of data showing that their alums have higher grade point averages, high school graduation rates, college acceptances, and number of scholarships than their peers.
DreamYard's out-of-school programs, our next award winner, provides rigorous training in a variety of art forms to young people living in the South Bronx. Having learned discipline, creativity, and other essential 21st century skills, 100% of program participants graduate from high school and go to college. Gala Theater's Paso Nuevo, or Next Step, receives the National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award for its year-round after-school performance workshops for Latino and multicultural youth in Washington, D.C. Cited as an anchor arts education program in the Mount Pleasant and Columbia Heights communities, Paso Nuevo uses theater arts to enhance its young participants' self-esteem, develop their literacy and communication skills, and strengthen their cultural identity. The next award goes to Youth Radio, which provides free intensive training in media arts and journalism for underserved teens in Oakland, California. After 6 months of developing reading, writing, and critical thinking skills, teens work as interns and create cultural programs, including radio broadcasts aired through National Public Radio.
The next National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award is presented to Arts Corps, a multidisciplinary program in Seattle, Washington that offers after-school arts classes to 2,000 low-income students at sites throughout the city. Through community partnerships, Arts Corps teaching artists lead classes in dance, music, digital media, and spoken word. With its official motto, "Make Art Anyway," Arts Corps has been honored with Seattle's Martin Luther King Jr. Award and the city's inaugural award for excellence in arts education. The next National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award is presented to AS 220 Youth, a free arts education program that reaches over 450 young people ages 14 to 21 in Providence, Rhode Island, with a special focus on youth in custody of the state. Workshops in music, visual arts, design, and photography engage participants in the creative process and lead to higher levels of social, educational, and vocational success. And now the National Youth Arts and Humanities Youth Program Awards to the Mariachi Master Apprentice Program. You can see them all over here, of San Fernando, California, for bringing together Grammy Award-winning mariachi music masters with primarily Mexican middle and high school students for intensive training in mariachi music and cultural tradition. In high demand at festivals and community events, these young musicians also demonstrate increased success in the classroom, and many go on to pursue higher education and careers in music.
Good afternoon. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to present our International Spotlight Award. I'd like to invite our distinguished guest, Deputy Chief of Mission and Minister Deng Hongbo of the Embassy of China, to join us in the presentation of this award. Each year, we present our International Spotlight Award to one exceptional program from another country. This year, we are proud to recognize the 100 Dong Songs Program, an initiative of the Western China Cultural Ecology Research Workshop. This program is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of the Dong people of China by teaching youth to express themselves through traditional Dong music. Let me tell you a little bit about them. The Dong people are an indigenous ethnic minority group whose population is concentrated in the mountainous village of Timen within Guizhou province and throughout southwestern China. Traditionally, the Dong people had no written version of their own language known as Kam. Instead, they passed down customs and history from generation to generation through songs. Some of their songs record events that date back 600 years or more. Like much of rural China, television, cell phones, and the internet are becoming an integral part of village life in Timen. While many welcome these advances, such innovations threaten to diminish the unique folk culture and heritage of the Dong people. The 100 Dong Songs program is helping to preserve these treasures. And I'd like to read right now the citation. And so in honor of this program and the young people who embody the hope and promise for the future of the Dong's cultural heritage, we're pleased to present the International Spotlight Award to the 100 Dong Songs program, through which hundreds of young people throughout southwestern China inherit this vibrant artistic legacy passed down generation after generation. And now, it's my great pleasure to invite to the stage our Mariacho Tesoro from the city of San Fernando's Mariacho Masters Apprenticeship Program.
Nacido en este suelo, en esta hermosa tierra que es mi las sureñas sensitivas, todas hembras de veras. Ay, tierra mía, tan hermosa y tan bravía. Ay, tierra con el alma yo te canto esta canción. Como México no hay
Oh my goodness. Well, see, this is why we do what we do. This is why we're here, you know, because there are thousands of young people out there with this level of talent and passion and energy, and to think that we wouldn't invest in this, that we wouldn't find the resources to continue to allow these gifts to grow. That is why what you all do is just so amazing and so important and so necessary. We are so proud to have you all here. You did an amazing job. We want to thank you. We want to thank Star for that phenomenal speech. I'm glad I went before you. Yes. And to all of our award recipients, to all of the young people who benefit from it, just understand this as young people. This is what I say to all of the young people here. Your job is to pass it on, right? It's not enough just to receive these gifts and blessings, but to understand that you are blessed, and your job now is to pass it on, to find someone in your life that you are going to mentor, that you're going to pull up. And whether it's in the arts or whether it's academically, your job is to find the next you and hold them tight and make sure they get the same chances that you got, right? Thank you so much for being here. It is always a joy to host these awards. I want to thank our committee. I want to thank all of our guests. Now, enjoy the reception. We've got good food. We've got good stuff in there. So thank you all. It's been a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you again next year. All right.